that? Randoms. Randoms is team of players versus team of players. There is no, what is it? There's no more dangerous game than man. What is that? Randoms. Randoms is team of players versus team of players. There is no, what is it? There's no more.
Commanders, please. Commanders, please. Oh, commanders. Is your keyboard Japanese or normal? It's normal. It's not Japanese one, I think. I don't think it's a Japanese, but I don't know about normal one. Maybe not Japanese. Poor puffy eye. Am I having puffy eye? No, it's not the poor. It's not poor. It's just like a makeup. My makeup, and also like I have a puffy eye. Window is a 4 square. No, it's not. It's not. Like, Japanese people love the puffy eye.
We're gonna laugh right now and say that when I say, generally speaking, the pool of players goes up in skill level from bronze to silver to gold, and it is true overall. Sometimes players can fail their way up. That does happen.
It does happen.
But overall, the quality of a player in gold is going to be higher than bronze or silver, for example. So that would be next. Then after that, I would say probably community tournaments. Now, community tournaments, I don't mean King of the Sea. I mean some of the fun tournaments that you'll find, things like Clash of the Classes or Team League, or those are the things that they are more competitive, but they're also for fun. So that sort of puts them, I would say, above ranked, but below things like clan battles. Clan battles, I'm going to say, is second to last in terms of the highest competitive level. Clan battles is where you're going to get a lot of steel, more so than ranked. There's a lot of good rewards you can get out of that. Plus, like if you're going to speed, for example, you want to go up the research field or a Paulo Emilio or a Siegfried, for example, you can earn a lot of free experience from getting wins in clan battles. That will help you grind out research bureau points while you're also collecting steel. So clan battles is very specific. The higher up in clan battles you go, the more difficult it will be, because those are some of the best players in World of Warships that you will be facing night after night. And then finally, the pinnacle are the Wargaming sponsored tournaments. These are Warship Masters. This is King of the Sea. These are the highest level, even international tournaments that we host. This is not just the best players on your server. These are the best players in the game. And that's where you're going to see some of the most exciting gameplay. You're going to see the gameplay played at the highest level. So that's how it goes.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot of gameplay modes. That's a lot of things to keep in mind. Now, we touched upon this. You're actually touching upon this, getting into my second question while you're answering the first one. You're a professional. You do that, which is that these modes that are a little bit more competitive. Maybe let's start from like ranked and beyond.
Sure.
In your spectrum there. What are some of like the perks of playing in these modes versus people who like to just play randoms, just play operations, just play co-op?
That's a great question. So, starting with ranked. Number one, ranked has a specific format, and we change it around a little bit sometimes. But generally speaking, bronze will have a specific format, usually tiers 6 through 8 maybe, but it'll usually be one tier. It'll also be a shrunken format. Normally randoms are played at 12v12, ranked can be 7v7, 6v6, 5v5. So you can also look at like Bronze League and go, ooh, 7v7 at rank 6. That sounds fun. Or 7v7 at rank 8, for example. You're like, I like that. I think I just want to play that. Like, I don't want to risk getting up tiered. Sorry, risk getting.
A sus estaciones de combate.
So you can choose a set specific reliable format that you can play over and over again if you'd like. Sometimes, for example, bronze, silver, gold, sometimes they will actually be at a tier that's not even. They'll be at an odd tier, which means no CVs, no submarines. Sometimes people like to play games without CVs or submarines because they're sort of outside the normal paradigm of spot something, shoot guns, get it shot back. It's different. So that's a bonus you can get there, but mainly steel. Yes. Ranked. Ranked is one of the best ways to get steel if you don't want to play clan battles. You can get steel by playing every day. There's steel in the battle pass missions, even the free ones. You can get steel in a variety of ways for free, but ranked is the best way to get steel for free.
There are some good tips to get for there are some, I don't know, because I'm not someone who plays overly competitive modes already. I
enemiga detectada.
Wait, how long is this deal or is that just your memory? Guys, I got both of those things in 2020. So
Yes.
you gotta prepare for this.
And I don't have that, so
I can't see chat, but I have a feeling that chat is breaking
they're
their
rolling.
rules.
They're rolling. And well, yeah, as we get up the ladder, obviously, let's start with my career. Obviously, when we get into like tournaments like that, or getting sponsored tournaments, things like that.
Oh yeah.
What about some of those higher levels, clan battles, things like that?
Well, the clan battle is the best way to get steel. Like, rank is the easiest way to get good steel. Clan battle is the easiest way to get steel. Now, clan battle is tough because there's a much higher barrier to entry for clan battle because you have to find a clan. That's tough. You have to find a clan. Then you have to find a group of people within your clan who are wanting to play clan battles at the designated time. Then you have to win. to get your
Comandante, hemos sido
You gotta win.
detectados.
Yeah.
That's not easy. Why? Clan battle is tough. Gale and Squad League, you can kind of just go in there and you can cover it. You can have, no plan. It's fine. You can do it decently well. But as soon as you get to like middle of Gale, I want to say that's the second league, you're gonna start finding out that just YOLO 420,
Gonna work out.
F it. It's not gonna work out. You're gonna have a bad time. And once you get into Storm, you will be forever blocked at Storm until you really put time and effort into thinking about it. What am I doing with the ships once I bring them? These guys shoot the right player with the same way. Like,
Probably, yes.
you have to start thinking about these questions, and then you have to start thinking about, well, what am I seeing in those things? Why is that constantly destroying my team? This takes effort, it takes knowledge, it takes work, and it takes practice, because it's not just you thinking about your team, it's also your team being able to execute it. So, this is a much higher barrier to entry for clan battles, but the rewards...
Torpedos al frente.
The rewards, there's some premium time in there as well. Plus, you get to have fun with your friends. The most fun that I've had in World of Warships was laughing and having a great time playing clan battles with my friends. Hi, TNG. Miss you guys.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. Now, you kind of touched upon it a little bit in there, which is that when it comes to playing in clan battles or those higher echelon competitive plays, part of it is finding it for you, finding people of like mind who want to be competitive focused like that. So, if I'm a newer player, how do I go about getting started? Where do I go to find clans that are recruiting? Or are there some clans out there that are like famously more new player friendly and are willing to work with you?
Atención. Transmito la posición del
Hi,
objetivo.
my name's Boxy. I'm a CM here at World of Warships. Before that, I was in CC. And a contributor. How did I get to be a CC? Because a friend of mine and I ran a podcast called Get to Know World of Warships Clan. The whole point of this podcast was to introduce you, audience members, to clan members. Because it is sort of like how do you meet somebody? Like, this is the great question of humanity is how do I meet like-minded people? Entire marketing agencies and like disciplines and universities are dedicated to how do I connect person A with person B? That's a good question because it's not always easy. So, number one, if you want to join a clan for the purpose of just, I want to play with friends, I would like to form some social circles. That's easy. Like look around in game, look for some people who, in your matches, look for some people that maybe, hey, that guy did a good job. Or that person over there, like, they said something funny. I like it. Just send them a message after. If they're in a clan, send them a message, say, hey, you did good. Or is your clan accepting people? They will ask. If they're not the clan leader, they'll ask. That's, you have to ask. And don't be afraid to ask. Sometimes people will be like, no, I'm not inviting you. You just kind of go,
Well, you probably got some bullet there.
yeah, they did they just did you a huge favor. Yeah. But really, don't be afraid to ask. If a casual clan is what you're looking for, there's a million out there. You just have to ask. If you are looking for a competitive clan, or at least a clan that plays clan battles, the first place you should look is in the clan tab in your armor. Sorry, not your armor, in your client. Sorry. In the clan tab, you will see clan rating. That's another tab in there. The clan rating is an entire list of where clans are in the leaderboard for clan battles. This is how you identify where you should be. If you've never played clan battles before, look at the Squall, the Gale League clans. Start sending some messages. You can click on the clan. It'll show you a member list. Send a message to the clan leader. If you really like that clan, you're like, I really want to make sure I get a chance to talk to
lot of clans that are in the game, so I'm sure you will find some people who have like-minded interests.
Yes, and I should mention that the community team in EU and NA, we're starting to discuss ways that we can make our Discord, now that the Discord is the primary sort of community platform we use, we're looking into some ways to sort of help the Discord be a bit more effective for helping people find it.
Yes.
So we're going to look into how we can help.
We know that, for example, when the forums were still active and open, people had a lot of clan recruitment threads and things like that they found success in finding like-minded people like that. We're working to make that somewhat as accessible on the Discord if we can.
Well, we have the chat up here.
Oh, okay.
The guy who has blessed us with chat. Make sure you see it now.
Okay.
I have to just point out that the most important thing I've seen is scheduling clan battles is impossible. TVs are pretty much only for weebs and nerds. Couldn't agree more. Guy, which one are you?
He didn't choose. Yeah, no, he did not choose because of hope. That's the answer. Okay, so now you did a great job of kind of outlining, here's where you can start kind of process all these different modes that are together. Now, people will say that same path is kind of like this path of progression as somebody who starts the game and versus, if they have an end goal of wanting to be a highly competitive, really skilled player, is that the kind of progression? Should they start should they and then move on to operations, move on to randoms, or is there kind of like a more trended path, I guess?
That's a great question.
Success in?
That is a great question. So, if let's just say you've never played clan battles before, right? You want to play King of the Sea, and you want to play King of the Sea, and you want to place, you want to make it out of week 1, right? You want to make it in the second weekend of King of the Sea. That's going to take some effort because you can't just roll into King of the Sea. You know, YOLO 420, yeah, YOLO 420 F it, and make it to that's actually. So, my recommendation to you, if you're really not a competitive person, you haven't played competitive clan battles yet, you're going to need to start there. Clan battles is how you start. It takes a lot of effort to start a King of the Sea team. People don't just do it. You gotta kind of make some friends, and you gotta do that. So what I recommend is find a clan, look through the clan rating tab in the clan tab in your port, and find a clan that's in Gale or Squall, and approach them. Say, hey, I'm looking to play clan battles. I really don't have much experience, but I'd like to try. And play clan battles with them. Be vocal. You have to let people know that you want to play clan battles.
Mm-hmm.
You can't force them to do it and getting angry at them for not letting you.
a sus estaciones de combate. Solicito fuego de apoyo antiaéreo. Fuerza enemiga detectada. Transmito la posición de un objetivo estratégico. Destructor enemigo detectado. Acorazado enemigo avistado. Crucero enemigo avistado. Batería baja. Batería agotada. Crucero enemigo detectado. Acorazado enemigo avistado. Comandante, hemos sido detectados. Submarino enemigo a la vista. ¡Alarma de incendio! Problema resuelto, señor. ¡Alarma de incendio! Comandante, hemos sido detectados. ¡Inundación crítica! ¡Torpedos a babor! ¡Torpedos a babor! Comandante, hemos sido detectados.